Thanks, Julian. Now, there's a feeling that many parts of the industry pay far too little heed to training. At the same time, many talented young people find it difficult to get jobs, even if they're well qualified. Well, IBC is trying to address these issues through its Rising Stars programme. This gives young professionals an opportunity to learn about the latest innovations and rub shoulders with the experts. Marie-Claire Carey-Jones has this report.
To win at sport, you need hard work, talent and a good support team. And it's the same for youngsters trying to make it in broadcasting. This film about Oxford University rowing team was made by Hannah Madsen and Tom Wilkinson. Their work has been highly praised, but they still find it difficult to make a living through their start-up company, Angel Sharp Media. Now the pair are taking part in the IBC's Rising Stars programme, which aims to help youngsters break into our industry.
So much of the stuff kind of here and generally in broadcast magazines or websites are targeted at much larger workflows, and because we're a small company, I guess finding out kind of stuff that's particularly relevant to us, to a 2-3 person company, that's kind of one of the hardest things.
And that was what was fantastic about the Rising Stars programme, is that we got a personalised tour of these huge halls, and the guy was able to say, you know, this isn't useful for you, but this over here, this is absolutely something that you should be looking into, and that was great.
That's why the scheme was started, and those behind it say they'd particularly like to encourage women to get involved.
We want people from both sexes, boys and girls, to really get involved, understand the industry and really join with us, and our industry is going to benefit from this, and their education and their knowledge is going to benefit equally.
One woman who has risen to the top is Naomi Clymer from Sony. She's supporting the scheme.
Something that's come throughout the Rising Stars sessions and through the session just now was passion being just a key ingredient of this industry, that you need to be passionate about it, and sort of finding and growing that passion is perhaps something we need to do a bit more on.
That's great news for these rising stars who've enjoyed learning more about what the industry has to offer them.
IBC today gives a good broadcast representation of where we could be going in the future, especially for us, because a lot of the stuff we've learned is primarily behind the camera. A lot of the broadcast stuff you need to know is in front of a computer.
It's hoped whichever area they go into, these youngsters will soon be scaling the heights of the broadcast industry.
You're watching IBC TV News. Coming up in a moment, the rocket man who flew in formation with a Spitfire. He touched down safely and is here at the show. Now, just a couple of sessions at the IBC conference to tell you about. At 10 o'clock in room E102, there's a look at what's new in the world of digital cinema. There'll be an update on deployment worldwide and a look at the impact of 3D. And in the forum at 10, the subject is the future of broadcast television. This is all about moves to reach a single global broadcast standard. You're watching IBC TV News. Now, in each day's programme, one of our reporters chooses their favourite product from a section or zone of the show. Today, it's the turn of Julian O'Neill. He zoned in on OB trucks and satellite uplinks.
OB and SAT trucks are right at the front door of IBC. SIS Live is pushing two key products. One of them, a dish designed to operate in strong winds.
SIS has also brought to IBC this lightweight piece of kit. It's carbon fibre, weighs just 12 kilograms, clicks together very quickly.
There you have it, a pop-up satellite dish. But it's the larger dish that is turning heads. It's on the vehicle outside and takes pride of place at the SIS Live stand in Hall 1.
Most of our competition, the wind speed it can perform to operationally is about 35 miles an hour. This has been designed to 60 miles an hour, and the remit I gave our design guys was that we wanted to achieve 60 mile an hour wind loading for operational performance, but no extra weight compared to the competition.
Also in Hall 1 is Vislink, one of the other market leaders in satellite systems. Launched 3 months ago, this lightweight dish is proving a major hit at IBC.
It's actually been the fastest selling satellite terminal that Advent in its 30-year history has ever had. That's very exciting for us. I think the reason for that is because people are seeing some real innovation in this product. It's been designed from the outside to be military spec, so hence if it will work for the military, it will work for anybody.
Back outside, this sleek satellite off-roader is custom made for news crews in tough terrain.
We have two antennas on this roof. One, what you see here in the behind, and on the back of that we have a SATCOM on the move antenna. So this means if the antenna, the big antenna, is closed, you can move anywhere and you have communication. You can talk with a reporter, you can do footages, you can transmitting live via moving all over.
There's a lot more on offer. Exhibitors span not just the latest satellite technology, but also the latest in outside broadcast systems, with plenty to explore.
Julian O'Neill reporting there. Now, as we reach the end of the show, it's been confirmed that this has been the largest ever IBC. With the new Hall 14 here, the footprint of the exhibition has been more than 100,000 square metres for the first time. Here's IBC's Michael Cripp.
The show's been really busy. If you looked in the daily or you're at the awards, you see some fantastic, really big scale deals that are being done. And we're really, really pleased with that. IBC is always about the quality of people as well as the volume in numbers. We've had a great show here. It looks like we're going to match our record number for last year, which against the economic background in Europe, we think is fantastic.
Well, we're getting pretty close to the end of IBC 2012. Just before we go, one of the noisiest stands here has been that of GoPro, who do the mini cameras. They're here for the first time. And you may have seen on their stand some extraordinary shots of this man, Yves Rossi, known as Jetman, who uses those cameras when you are flying in this extraordinary pack. And most recently, Yves, you flew alongside a Spitfire. Do just tell us a bit about that.
Yes, it was just last Friday. And as you said, with these GoPros, I had the chance to take these pictures and live. Why I'm here? Because I had the chance to have this GoPro, and with that cable going in to this micro emitter from Newcom, that's really the smallest emitter HD video. So you will have me on HD on the big screen on ground. That's really a new dimension for me because I can share it with you directly on ground. Normally you see just a little mosquito and now you will see me on a big screen. So I give you a meet for the next air show.
Fantastic. You're probably one of the bravest, if not the bravest man I've ever met, Yves. It's great to meet you. Let's see some of Yves in action now with some of those GoPro cameras, and also some shots of every single conference session that took place in the forum using a time-lapse GoPro camera. We'll see you at IBC next year. Until then, from us all here, goodbye.